Well, thank you for joining me. It is Wednesday, July 29th. It's currently 8 o'clock in the evening. The sun is going to set roughly 50 minutes. Actually, about 45 minutes it's going to set. And we're just going to head to Bridgetown, and we're going to head up Paradise Way. We're going to cut across Paradise Lane, and then we're going to go up through, and we're going to go across the North Mountain over to Port Lauren and see if we can't get to the Bay of Fundy shoreline in time for the sunset. It's quite an overcast. It's been quite a moody day, so to speak. Like, the sun didn't know if it wanted to come out or if it wanted to let it rain, or at times there was the odd little sprinkle of, little sprinkle of rain from a heavy cloud, but nothing really amounted to anything. But it's just one of those moody kind of days where it kind of could have went either way. But it was very hot, because whenever the sun did come out, it had a lot of power. But it was a nice day overall. In general, me and the dogs, we got away and got up to my parents' cottage, and I let the dogs have a little swim, and it took a little while to get Abby in the water, but whatever. Usually it doesn't take her a whole lot of convincing to get her in the water, but last night earlier this afternoon, it seemed to be a little bit of a, I don't know. And she might just have been swam out. She's done a lot of swimming in the last couple of weeks, to be honest with you. She's had a lot of lake time, but it's been good. Swimming's about the best thing that you can do for them, really, in moderation. I mean, there's very little impact on them, and we always have life jackets on them. It just kind of helps you. If they can stay out in the water a little bit longer with us, then we don't have to worry about them getting in on shore and getting over on somebody else's property. So the life jackets they serve a little dual purpose. They're good for the dogs, but they're also good for the owners. So you're probably thinking, if he's trying to film a sunset, he's going in the wrong direction, but I don't think for the most part right now the sunset's going to be a big thing, because it is quite overcast. But I think when the sun gets down a little bit further and closer to the time of touching the horizon there and stuff, I think we're going to get quite a variety of colors and some vibrant pinks. Should be quite pretty, even if it is only for just a little flash. Hopefully I'll get you there and be a little show you'll be able to see. always been kind of something that I've always enjoyed, just kind of trying to chase down the sunset. Like, once it starts going down below the North Mountain when I'm in the valley, I like to try to leave home, get up over the mountain, and try to follow it down to the horizon. And today, that should be kind of what we're about to do. We got 40 minutes until it's going to touch the horizon. And in about a minute and a half, we're going to start heading south. Or no, we're going to start heading north. And we're going to be heading kind of somewhat towards the sunset. The sunset is going to set more in the west, but we're going to be able to, we'll get a pretty good show as we're heading across the valley and then heading towards the base of the North Mountain and up over it. And by the time we get to the top of the North Mountain, the Bay of Fundy and the sunset should be starting to put on quite a little show. So it may seem that I'm a little bit late or that it's a little bit dark, but wow, looking down to the southwest, there's that's really taking the color away down there. You can see the rain just wanting to come up through. At least I got the soft top with me. I do have my roof down. I got my hard top off and I got the roof down, but at least I can just kind of, if need be, I can pop the soft top up and not have much of a care. I guess the only thing that I'll have to worry about is just backing the Jeep in the shop when I get home. Usually when I put the soft top on, I don't put the side windows or the back hatch window in. I tend to leave that out for the dogs. That way I can keep the windows rolled up, but it still allows a nice amount of airflow through the back for the dogs and stuff at all times. And it's really nice when you got to get out and, you know, go into a store or something like that, because the dogs, they can have a roof and they can have, you don't have to have your windows down, kind of. It's just a different option. I really hope this is going to work out for me, but I really don't know. That system coming, that rain system might be gonna shadow all of this out. Oh. I think I just had a black fly just going right to my leg. Surprisingly clear down to the southwest, but you can definitely tell there's a system moving up through, because half an hour ago down through there you could see down through no problem. It was kind of like a light cloud cover, but now you can see where it's just gray. and out towards the north of us is a little bit more color, but you never know. I was hoping this was going to be a nice little sunset drive. I really thought some of them, you know, that thin little cloud cover would be nice. I was really hoping that it was going to reflect across and reflect back a lot of that pink and, you know, a lot of those sunset colors, but to say I'm getting a little nervous is probably be an understatement right now. Well, we're supposed to get, I think, 5 to 10 millimeters of rain tomorrow, and then a little bit less the next day. The gentleman working the farm field, loading some hay bales onto the trailer. They're doing the same thing behind my house today. And I think they're doing everything they can do to get the stuff up out of the field before the rain comes and get it locked inside and not have anything to worry about. And the guy behind my house, he tends to have pretty good timing. He got 93 or 94 years of experience doing it. And yes, you heard me right. He's been doing it for at least 93 years, and he still runs strong and works every bit of that farm operation. He does everything that he would ask anybody else to do. Just put it that way. And it just kind of, to say that's an amazement is an understatement. A lot of understatements today, but that gentleman is cut from a different cloth. Quite a steep grade. So we're going up the Nichols Mountain Road right now. We just came through Clarence. Oh, what we got here? We got a little porcupine on a wattle. Oh, I hate to say it, but there's something cute about watching them walk. They're comical. Every time I see one or come across one, I always kind of stop and just watch it walk. They're so funny, but so cute. Yeah, I think this whole sunset drive idea kind of is going to get squashed, but I ain't giving up on it yet. My hope is just that the cloud cover that's causing it to be a little bit right now is, you know, when it gets to where it's going to set in the horizon, I don't think I'm hoping that it's going to allow for that nice light to come up through underneath and across the Bay of Fundy. And if it does, like, what a shame. That would have been so nice right now, coming down across here. That would have been so pretty. It is pretty, but I was hoping for a few more colors. Wow, you can see Isle of Hope really clear. You can see all of it. A lot of times Isle of Hope and like Parksboro and like Advocate and stuff, like a lot of times you don't see that from down around a lot of these, like once you get down like Port Lauren, Hampton, and Parker's Cove, the further down the bay you get. But usually you don't see a whole lot of the Isle of Hope from down this way. The weather system's kind of, sometimes it's shrouded in fog, and sometimes it's the way the air, you know, it's the density of the air, the humidity and stuff, and it's still gonna be a nice little sunset, I dare say. I ain't really gonna give up on it yet. But it would have been, it is a shame, because you can see the colors that I was hoping for. I was hoping this was going to kind of be a little bit more radiant up through here. And in other evenings it would have been, but you never know. But you can tell that there's a little bit of wind coming, and it seems to be driving from the southwest of us. So it is driving that cloud cover kind of up over the Bay of Fundy right now from the south. And the big fluffy clouds that we had for the early portion of the day and stuff are they're kind of moving on for the time being. If that sun can get below that ridge of clouds there as it's shoving out across it, if the sun can get dipped down below that in these next 10 minutes is what's going to do it. Because once it gets below that, all of this is all going to light right up pink and orange and beautiful. And right where that orange is in the cloud or in the sky, that sun's just right up in there, just above. Oh yeah, that's going to be beautiful here in a little bit. If she can just get down underneath those clouds. It just seems like the clouds and the sun are kind of moving together, almost like the sun's falling almost at the same speed that the clouds coming across the bay. Huh. Almost like a little spot made for me. Well, sometimes you just never know. But I think this is going to end up being a nice little sunset. I'm definitely not regretting making the little trip over. From the sounds of it, they got quite a little gathering going on up there at one of the houses. Something kind of nice about this spot. Almost feels like I got it to myself. In a lot of ways, I guess I do. You can still see the odd lobster buoy. You can see New Brunswick really clear in the distance. I know my camera's not going to zoom in and show you and even do it any kind of justice, but wow, you can see a lot of it. It's very detailed. You can see how it's very telling to how much of the humidity is gone out of the air right now. But I think tomorrow and the next day we're about to get a lot of it back. Yeah, it just really didn't work out for me tonight as far as getting the timing. The cloud cover and me, we both had the same idea. We wanted to chase down the sunset, and I think the cloud cover's doing a little better job of it than I am. That would have been stunning. Still a beautiful spot nonetheless. Usually I go to Hampton. It's trying hard.
Thank you for joining me. If you watched this far, I appreciate you so much. Until next time, enjoy your days. Try not to waste them. We'll see you on the next one.